I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war.
And when he has tried me, I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire?
With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of a sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Buffalo Bills. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this throw will be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. Fighting his way through contact. Fights through and now a crease. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. It's complete to Diggs. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now Allen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
And he wants Reynolds way downfield. It got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for for Cincinnati. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
This to the sideline and nearly intercepted. Oh, he had that in his grasp. Couldn't get it. Instead, it'll bring up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Off the play fake. Sullivan. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bills are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Oh, no doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result. And
he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. They'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage, put the ball right on him.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. 2nd and 4. On play action, Allen hit. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. Down the numbers. There he goes. And this is taken into the end zone. Fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week one, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big gain there for the Bills. Throwing on first down is Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's Person. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the...
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Looking to throw. Sullivan. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Gregory Rousseau in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Fielded at the 43. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Going to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Sullivan. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Sullivan, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now Allen again. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Allen maybe with a free play. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Here we go.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. To throw, it's Allen. Touchdown! It's complete. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Bengals. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's Person. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. On play action, Allen bulldozes past him. Another truck. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's second and 10. And again, it's Allen. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Throwing is Allen on third. And Diggs has it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Hands it off out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that is going to set up third and goal. So the shotgun snap to Allen. This is caught. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a fourth and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On fourth and goal, here's the option. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he gets this up just shy of the 15. Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Gregory Rousseau. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Off play action. Sullivan. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. A final shot before half for Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Allen. His throw incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sullivan, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Eight yards to go on 2nd down. To the air, Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Sullivan. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. 52 yards. And the Bills have broken the tie. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Off the play fake, Sullivan. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnett. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On second down, it's Sullivan. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long. Throwing now is Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, that's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Allen now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Person. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On play action, Allen. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Allen now looks to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Got a man open. It's Chase. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch the run, watch 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 49 to Mike. Watch 49. Let's go, D. Let's go.
On first down, Sullivan. It got his man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Mixon with a first down carry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Sullivan. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Looking to throw. Sullivan. Touchdown! From 17 yards out. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Allen off the play fake. Buying time to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Allen going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Operating from the gun. Sullivan. Connecting with Mixon. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you... And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown Bengals. A big play there. With now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
6 yards left on second down. Allen going to fire quickly and get it to Diggs out wide. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Now a give right side. Walden. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Ball at a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. Back to throw. Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Allen to throw. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game?